It's Saturday, March 21st. This is Mr. Wizard's World Quarantine Edition weekend special. I got some questions about what happened to the naked egg experiment. Yesterday we were on get your regular home schoolwork done mode. So we're gonna wrap up the experiment. So this has been in here since Wednesday. We shot the video on Thursday. That was kind of version 1, explaining how the calcium carbonate of the egg gets dissolved by the acetic acid, and then as part of that chemical reaction releases carbon dioxide. One of my science buddies pointed out to me to make sure that people understand this is a very a basic acid versus base reaction. We can go into a pH scale on that as well, but actually we can. Your neutral, your water, is at a 7 pH. That means it's neither acidic nor basic. From that point, each direction you go out on the scale down, so it's from 7 to 6, that everything below a 7 is an acid, everything above a 7 is a base. They react to each other generally, sometimes very violently, depending on how far, especially up or down the scale you get. One thing that's interesting to note is it is an exponential scale as you go down the scale. I might have to double check this, but it's for every 1 point you go down, it's a tenfold amplification of it. So if you have something that's an acid of a 6, something that's an acid of a 5 is 10 times more acidic than a 6. So you can get very acidic and very basic very quickly. Anyways, that's just a kind of a wrap up of that one. What we're gonna do now, since this is what you guys care about, is we're gonna pull the egg out. I'm gonna put it down just for a second. And this is just based on the feel of it, this is ginormous. That is a science term. I'm gonna rinse this off just a little bit. It also feels very tough. Like I mean, I could rupture it, I'm sure, but I'm not going to. So that's what you're left with. And it is much bigger. It obviously smells like vinegar, but that's not just because it was in vinegar, but it's also, like I mentioned on the Wednesday video or Thursday video, that the membrane acts, it allows osmosis to occur. Osmosis is generally, it's not as much of a passing back and forth in this case. It is, the membrane acts more like a one-way membrane. So the vinegar gets in here, but it doesn't come out. So it's definitely significantly larger. But that's what you're left with. That is the naked egg, and it's pretty cool. I don't know. We'll see what we can do with this. Maybe there's some other experiments we can do, or what we'll in any case do is cut this thing open and see what we're left with inside later. So thanks for checking in, and sorry it took an extra day, but now you know what a naked egg looks like. Soaking a regular egg in vinegar. It's an acid and base reaction. And we'll come up with some interesting stuff for next week, because it looks like quarantine is going to be going for the foreseeable future.